Hey there, welcome back. Here's another question you had trouble with. It's question 98. Take a good look, pause it, and write it down, okay? Alright, so let's get right to it. Really, this one's simple to write out because the important words, which are they? It's pretty much less than 1/3. And you can write that out this way. You write 1/3, right? And then here's our answer. Our answer has to be what? Greater than 1/3 or less than? No, it has to be less than. So that's it. Which one of those can go where x is right now? See that x? The solution has to be less than 1/3. And these are all our candidates. Alright, so let's examine each of them. That first one right there looks crazy, right? It goes like this. 1, 1, 1, 1. And then 3, 3, 3, 3. Look, because there's as many 1s on top as there are 3s on the bottom, it's the same thing as 1/3. Okay? They're the same as each other. This and that. So there's no difference. So that one can't be it, right? Because they're not asking you which one is the same as 1/3. They're asking you which one of the possible candidates, these candidates, which one of those is less than 1/3, and that's the same as 1/3. Okay? Alright, so I think there's a way to check it, but I need a calculator. Basically, you would ask yourself how many 3s are in 1, and it would give you some number. And then you would ask yourself here, how many 3,333s are in 1,111? And it would give you the same answer as how many 3s are in 1. I think that's the way you would check it on a calculator, but I can't use a calculator because it's on my phone, and I'm recording with my phone. So that covers F. Good. Let's go on to G. What does G say? Oh, I like G. I took a while examining G. It says 299 over 895. Now, something's suspicious about this number, and it's the fact that it looks kind of like this, right? It looks a little like this. Doesn't it look almost like that? Like, look, 299 is very close to 300, and 895 is very close to 900. Alright, but it's different in a very crucial way, because though 299 is extremely close to 300, and so is 895, 895 has moved away from 900 a bit more than 299 has moved away from 300, because 299 is just one number removed from 300, right? And 895 is 5 numbers removed from 895 is 500 numbers removed. I'm sorry. 895 is 5 numbers removed from 900, right? Because 900 take away 5 gives you that. Here, just 300 take away 1 gives you that. So this and this are virtually the same, but here not so much the same. Alright, so what happens with this? Let's see what this number looks like. You ask yourself this. If it were like this, you would go, how many 300s are in 300, and you would get 1, and then you would ask yourself, how many 300s are in 9, and you get 1/3. Bam. And then this would mean what? That 1/3, 1/3, and we can't have 1/3, but that's not the problem. The problem is, look, that they made the denominator run away further from 900. So what does that mean? Well, let's exaggerate it even more to take a look at what that means, essentially. We write 300, and at the bottom we write 800. And then we divide by 100. And that gives us 3/8. So what does that mean? Do we make our fraction bigger or smaller? That's kind of an important question. Do we just make our fraction bigger or smaller? Well, let's find out. We write 3/8 here. And then we write 1/3 there. And to compare them, we have to make them the same. They have to have similar denominators, right? The same ones. So let's have them. How do you get from 8 to 24? You multiply by 3, so you do that to the top as well. How do you get from 3 to 24? You multiply by 8. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 1 times 8 is 8. So now you can clearly see that that one's bigger, right? This is bigger than that. So when we made the denominator run away from 900, we actually made the fraction bigger, and they don't want to know which one is bigger. They want to know what number of the choices that we are given is smaller than 1/3. So by making the denominator here run away from 900, we actually made this fraction here bigger. So if they would have even made this like that, bigger, and this could the smaller this number gets, right, the bigger the fraction gets if the numerator stays the same. So actually this number, they messed it up. It's not one of the choices that's possible. So give me a second. G's not an answer because it got bigger. Alright, so it's too big. Alright, and then let's try H and J together in one place. Now the reason I'm putting them together is because they equal the same thing. 1.1 times 4 equals the same thing as 0.4 times 1. They both equal 0.4, see? So these are equal to each other. And what do we know about 0.4? I mean, I don't know. Take a look. 0.4. Isn't that bigger? It is, right? Because what happens if we do 3 over 1? How many 3's are in 1? And as you know, it goes like this, it goes like this. And you know, this goes like that. So what's bigger? 0.333 or 0.4? 0.4 is bigger. So H and J are also too big because their final answer is 0.4. And 0.4 is a good amount bigger than 0.33, right? So that's not it either. And then by the process of elimination, we're stuck with just one answer. And it's that bottom one. But I want to go over something kind of important. What does that mean? It's a factorial. Look closely, let the camera on. There it is, see it? It says 5 exclamation point over 6 exclamation point. What does that mean? Now, we know this is the right answer because of the process of elimination, but we actually once did study these things, they're called factorials. Whenever you see that exclamation point, it actually means you have to get every number before 5 and multiply them together. So when you see this, it means this. 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 over 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. Okay? So you know the number here is going to end up being small, and the number here is going to end up being big. Let's find out exactly what it is if you want to. 1 times 2 is 2 times 3 is 6, and then times 4 is 24 times 5. 24 times 5 is what? Well, let's see. 5 times 2 is 10, and that's 12. That top is 120. Right? And then this is also 120 times 6. So that gives us what's 120 times 6? We don't need to do all this. We know through the process of elimination that that's the answer anyways, but 6 times 2 is 12, that's 7. So how many 720s go into 120? None. Not only none though, but that's going to be, whatever comes out of this is going to be a tiny, tiny answer. The answer here is going to be tiny. Much tinier, in fact, than this. Much, much tinier. Okay? You can do that at home on your calculator too. Use a scientific calculator to figure this answer out, right? Divide 120 by 720, and you realize that the decimal that you're going to get will be smaller than that decimal. What's the decimal for 1/3? It's that, okay? So you're going to see that, do this. That's a task for you to do. Divide 120 by 720, and you're going to get some tiny number, and you're going to see that the decimal that you get is much smaller than this decimal, which is the same as that, okay? And that satisfies our answer, and that's letter K. Just don't forget what it means when you see an exclamation point. When you see an exclamation point after a number, it means that you have to multiply every number together up to that number, including that number itself, alright? So there you have it, and the answer to 98 is K, because F was the same as 1/3, G was too big, and H and J share the same answer, 0.4, too big, because 0.4 is bigger than 0.33. And the last one gave us this fraction. It's your homework to divide 120 by 720 to notice that the answer is tiny, much smaller in fact than this. Alright, so there you have it. Until next time.